Revolver Underground.
What's going on, guys? It's E-Rock, Revolver Underground. I'm here with Zach and Eddie from Diverse Pop Group. What is going on, guys?
Hey, dude, we are in Universal Studios Hollywood right now. It's kind of awesome. We just got soaked on Jurassic Park, so.
Dang, live from freaking... That's pretty cool, Universal Park, man. What are you guys, just on vacation or just hanging out?
We're doing a studio. Yeah, we came out here to record 2 new songs, so. 2013, so we got to start off, right? 2
Oh, very nice.
And Universal Studios.
And of course, yeah, you gotta hit up Universal. That's just, that's obvious, yeah. Rock and roll. Well, let's get into it. How did you guys get this group started, Diverse Pop Group? How did that become?
How we start? Go ahead. How we started? Well, I started singing when I was 5. Eddie, when did you start singing?
I started singing like when NSYNC came out, and then we both wanted to do acting, and we got connected with the same manager.
Yeah, we had the same manager, so we kind of
started shows together.
Yeah, did songs together and stuff like that, and then kind of went downhill from there, and been like that ever since.
Rock and roll.
It's fun though.
Very nice. Where are you guys from originally?
I'm from Cape May, New Jersey, right near Wildwood. If anybody's out there knows where Wildwood, New Jersey is, from there.
I'm from the middle of New Jersey, Six Flags, and closer to the Jersey Shore.
Okay. And then, how did you guys connect?
How did we connect? We started. Well, we did a show together on Off Broadway. It was called Schoolhouse Rock.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we started hanging out and being friends, and then we decided, hey, it'd be more fun to be in a band and dance together and joke around. So yeah, it just kind of stuck when we did a show at Six Flags together.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Rock and roll. Well, so how long have you guys been doing the music thing, either collectively or individually, or however you want to answer that?
Well, I think what I heard, the general question was, how long have we been doing the music together?
Yes.
And like whatever.
And separately.
Well, together we've been together for about 2.5 years now.
2.5 years.
Almost 3, actually.
Okay.
Together, performing together.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
It has been a while, but it's been fun. But we've both been kind of singing for like 10 years. But together, 2.5 years, we've gotten pretty far. In Hershey Park, Six Flags, Vegas, here. So we've been moving, hustling.
Rock and roll, man. That's actually pretty decent. I mean, there's a lot of bands out there right now that I don't know what it is, but they just may not have the push or the drive as other bands such as yourselves to do these things. And I think that's a lot of it is if you push hard enough, things are going to happen.
Yeah. So I mean, you kind of have to do it for yourself, because if you expect other people to do everything for you, you're not going to get far, because you're not going to have the drive, want. You don't enjoy what you're doing, it's not for you, because it's not fun. And then yeah, you're just not gonna have fun on stage, and people are gonna see that. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what do you guys like to write about?
Write about?
We write about girls, relationships.
So it's something a lot of people can relate to. But I mean, eventually we'll move on to different topics. But for
party songs and stuff
it's kind of
like that.
Relationships, having fun, partying, summer.
All that happy stuff.
All that happy stuff, but just a lot stuff that most people can relate to is usually what we stick with. But eventually we'll drift off into a bunch of other things.
Sure. Sure, absolutely. So first question, what are your favorite artists? But second, what inspires you as well? So let's start off with what are your favorite artists that you look at?
Well, my favorite artist is Maroon 5. I actually have.
Nice.
Maroon 5 bracelet. I love Maroon 5. But I mean, other than that, big inspirations for me are like, of course, the greats, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, the greats. But as a modern favorite artist and a modern inspiration, Maroon 5 definitely right up there. I love Adam Levine and that band. So
very nice.
And then for me, it's definitely like. Jackson, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, but like modern band, I kind of like LMFAO.
Yeah.
Just because they're a little crazy, they go where no other artists go. They go to that level, and no artists, they're too scared to do that, and that's why I respect them for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they'll rip off their clothes, and you won't see Adele doing that.
Yeah.
Or Justin Bieber might, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They're kind of crazy. That's what I like. The craziness.
Yeah. I think crazy is good though. I mean, there's a certain level of crazy. You don't want to be Britney Spears crazy, but there's a certain level where you can get to where you can just kind of do whatever you want, and people just love it, and that's kind of what you're known for. And I think that's pretty cool. LMFO just they make me laugh. No matter what they do, they just make me laugh. So Good. Very cool. Very cool. And then what are some inspirations? I mean, where do you get your inspiration from?
Where do we get our inspiration from? Girls. No, and just like we live a crazy life. We travel from California to Vegas and stuff. When we use past relationships like mistakes, we hear that a lot too. Like other artists say that, but it's real, so other people can see that and they'll relate to it.
Yes, exactly.
But just kind of our crazy lives and the relationships, our mistakes, are not the things that weren't mistakes. And,
yeah, it's always good to write about the stuff, you know, that
yeah.
you can relate to.
Yeah,
Sure, absolutely. Very nice. If you could create, and maybe you already have, if you could create a perfect writing environment, what would that look like?
A perfect writing environment?
Yes.
Ours are probably totally different.
We're probably totally different ends of the spectrum, but I mean, I like, if you really got to know us, Eddie's more crazy, insane, like push the big red button kind of person. I'm more of the held back, you know.
I'll take the studio with like instruments.
I like the roller coasters, but I like, you know, I take it easy.
Right.
I'm more laid back and stuff like that.
So you'd be like in a studio with like instruments and piano.
Yeah, I would be in the studio with like an instrument and a piano, and he would be.
I'd be in a Spider-Man costume in Universal Studio building, and that'll give me inspiration to write in my head. This is usually what I do. Whenever I get a thing for a song, I just record it on my phone. Mm-hmm. That usually happens when I'm jumping off a building or something like that.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that happens quite often. The jumping off a building.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, there's a lot of things that have happened in the music industry in itself. What are some of the changes that you've seen so far that have affected you in either a positive or a negative way?
Definitely the music downlink, because honestly, people don't want to pay for music. That's the shift that it's taking, and it's what it always probably should have been. So you're seeing that now people will just go on YouTube to look at a song instead of paying $1, $3 for it. But in return, you get instant fame. You get way more publicity when you offer them an option to go on Spotify and listen to your music for free, and like just listen to an advertisement.
I mean, another thing with Spotify is you actually do get paid. If you're
and the artists do get paid, so they're finding a better way where everyone can listen to your music instantly, and the artist still gets royalties, even if it's not as much as before, but it's more fair playing field. Especially in like with YouTube and stuff, you can become famous if you try hard enough.
Sure.
Yeah.
And before it was locked down to you'll have to know the right people to become famous.
Right.
So I think it'll just even out even more as it goes on.
So it's not really a trade per se then, it's just an advancement in technology that's helping everybody.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. If technology gets faster, people share files faster. Your album, you can download someone's album in seconds. Or you can watch it on YouTube in 10 seconds.
Yep.
So why go through the show paying for it and doing that? But you can understand that as a teenager saying, oh, I understand that, and I'm an artist, so use my music for free and tell everyone you know.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that than have the money.
The publicity, yes.
Yeah, and I think people are starting to realize that.
Besides, the money is really made when you do performances and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, if your songs are selling millions and millions of copies, then of course, then you're making money. But ultimately, it comes down to doing the performances and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's the big shift.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much where it's always been is performances. I mean, all this other stuff is just kind of extra fluff, if you want to say it that way. But the performances, I think have always been. That's where the artist's money is made, because it's a live thing. People come to see them live. It's a whole different aspect of things. Is that kind of what you guys are picking up?
Oh, yeah. How many what?
As far as it being a live show, that's where the money's always been. That's where the artists have always wanted to be at the live show. That's kind of where it's always been, right?
Oh yeah, that's why we've done pretty big shows.
We've done pretty big shows.
We did Atlantic City last month. There were like 600 people there around the stage in front of the casino. So that was pretty
Hershey
big.
Park. We did a big amphitheater in Hershey Park. We did Six
Festivals
Flags.
where there's like 10,000 people at a festival.
Six Flags Maryland and Six Flags Great Adventure. So really cool.
Wow. Okay, so along those lines, what
halftime show? Pardon? Yeah, that was cool.
Which one was it?
It was Knicks Nets game. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to do that, but you know.
Rock
so
and roll.
we've done big shows, just not the big open. We want to open up for bigger acts.
Right.
Our next.
Okay,
That's our next step.
So let me ask you this then. So to date, so far, what's the best show experience you guys have had?
Best show ever. It was probably.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. We really we did the arena at Six Flags. Do you know Hot Shell Ray?
Yeah.
Tonight. So we opened up for them.
We opened up for them. That was really cool.
That was really cool. There were, thousands of people there, and then that was really cool. And then we.
Personally, we've done a lot of school shows for like elementary school kids, and those shows are really awesome because the kids, we toss wristbands into the audience, we sing a lot of songs that they know, and the kids are just great, and they sing along, they dance along, and it's just really fun. And also, I know we did one show at a children's hospital in Philadelphia, and the kids there were amazing. It was really cool.
So is that now? Would you rather do those kind of shows or venue shows?
One second, what?
Would you rather do those kind of shows or venue shows?
I like the closed shows because
I would like to do any show.
I like to do any show.
Any show.
We love the big shows, but it's nice when you can pull people up on stage and there aren't security guards there, where you can actually go into the audience and start interacting with people instead of being on stage as like on a platform, like, oh, you're a celebrity. It's more fun when you can actually talk to real people and sing to someone in person.
Sure.
Yes.
I like that more.
Yes,
but big shows, I'm not complaining. I like the big shows.
We do like the big shows too. So.
Rock and roll. Now you have you've done some work with an award-winning producer.
Producer?
Yeah. Have you? It's award-winning producer Eddie Gillan. What's your experience with him?
Yeah, he's amazing. He's worked with people from the X Factor, people from American Idol, Mitchell Musso, Disney Channel, High School Musical. He's really fun to work with. It's kind of cool. We can all kid around and joke around and get a hit record recorded.
Yeah.
Right.
At the same time, which is always fun. It's not a serious studio session. It's always crazy.
It's always fun
going
and
on.
stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah, pranked him a couple times.
Yeah.
Ticket, popped out of the side of the door. Yeah, it was fun.
Rock and roll. Very cool. So you guys are on, I was reading your bio, and you guys are on quite a few different radio stations, even so far as the UK right now. How's that working out for you?
We're working well. I mean,
UK people, they love it. They love American stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, you're from America. Yeah, so.
Hey, you're from America?
Yeah, because, honestly, our songs aren't bad. They're radio-ready songs. It's just we need that name. We need that to get up there. So so over there, they're like, oh, they're American. They must be, So
right.
People like them so far. So
we've got a lot of internet radio stations where we're playing our songs. So it's really good. It's really working out.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. And I think too that it's one of those things where the first time I heard your guys' stuff, I was curious to know why you weren't on mainstream radio right now, because you put your music next to a normal mainstream artist or normal radio artist right now. You can't tell the difference in who's indie and who's not. So props to you guys for doing some good stuff, producing a really great record, things like that. You guys, the writing process is working for you. Keep it up. I dig it. So whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it. Now you guys have been on a different side of things too. You guys have been doing some you have formerly been acting and stuff like that as well too, commercials and things of that nature.
Oh yeah, we do.
He does more of that stuff.
Yeah, I like doing the commercials and the Nike commercials and Pepsi, and so it's fun. It's different. There's a difference between the music and the acting, but I kind of always want to be in a Spider-Man movie. That's my goal. So hey.
He actually has a full replica $600 Spider-Man suit.
600.
That he walks around and he's.
Yeah, it's a full-on movie replica Spider-Man costume. So.
I'm a Batman person.
So I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but that's
if I could afford a $600 Batman suit, I would. But, I'm not there yet.
Well, I think you guys should put on those and go do a show.
We should do a show.
That's what I said. You know what? Just because I'm going to. And I'm going to be like, he told me to.
Someday if we get famous, we perform like Batman. It's going to come out.
We'll see pictures.
Marvel versus DC.
There you go. Fair enough. I like it. But so as far as like the acting and the music goes, you guys much more like music.
I prefer music. I love music.
I love music. Music is, I think music wins. Yeah, it's more you perform. It's not fake. You're real. You're performing. You're interacting. You're
acting. There's so much things that they can do in acting to make it look fake and make it look and edit.
Well, I like acting though. Acting's fun because there's a lot of pretty girls on the set. Always pretty girls.
Yeah.
So,
when you're
pretty girls everywhere.
when you're performing and stuff like that, it's all 100% real. So.
All right. Speaking of being real, what's something that you would like your fans to know about you guys that they may not know right now?
Yeah. Well, they can check us out. We're on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, YouTube, everywhere practically. You just go on and you search Diverse Pop Group. So Facebook.com/Diverse Pop Group, Twitter.com/Diverse Pop Group, YouTube.com/ so on and so forth. And you'll find us. We're everywhere. Check out our videos, follow us and stuff like that. We always have updates up there, and it's really
some
cool.
of your fans don't know. Well, they don't know. We have a huge, like we've been a lot of our shows are usually dancing, singing, all that stuff. But we have a huge change coming up for 2013. We're gonna start doing like flips, rolls.
What?
Our songs way more powerful, pumpy club dance party songs. So we have, so once we start releasing those, we're gonna start doing more music videos too.
So you guys have to you have to train for this stuff in order to just kind of, because I mean I'm already winded just thinking about it. Do you guys have a good training thing or a good exercise?
Yeah, I've been going through training for
well,
the
like I
last 4
said,
months.
he's more of the flipping fire.
I like to mix the show.
He's more of the push the big red button kind of person.
Right.
I just kind of sit there and I sing. I do the dances, but
I'll make him do some tricks.
I sing. Yeah, he'll teach me to do some things, but
I've been taking
he's the
4 months, so there will be flips in our show.
Oh,
like I said,
yeah.
red button right here.
All right. All right. Well, we kind of touched on it, but we're gonna wrap this up. But 2013, guys, it's a big year. It's a new year. It's fresh. We're just starting it. I mean, you've kind of touched on it a little bit, but is there anything more in depth that you can say about what's going to happen for you guys in 2013?
2013, we're thinking more music video, because we're thinking that's the way the music industry's shifting. It's to like, even with Gangnam Style, stuff like that, without the music video, they're half of it. He would not have received the attention he did. So that's kind of where it is. You have to cover big songs and do them better or equal to the artists that originally did them. So that's the next big thing. And then throw originals out there with really, really good music video. So,
very nice. Yeah. Very nice. I dig it. I dig it. All right, one more time. Where can we find your music?
Anything was that?
We're everywhere practically. We're on iTunes, YouTube, everywhere. Just Diverse Pop Group, everybody. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Any pretty Latin girls from New Jersey that are big fans of ours? We're here. We're in Hollywood right now.
Hollywood. Anyway, please check us out.
Oh, that's awesome. The Revolver Underground. I'm going to start a whole new thing. We're going to start a dating site, Revolver Underground dating site, and it's going to be for you guys. How about that?
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It's Zach and Eddie from Diverse Pop Group, hanging out with us from Universal Studios. Go check those guys out. All right, guys. I'm E-Rock. Peace.
Peace, dude.
See ya from Hollywood. Universal. Woo.
Revolver Underground.